Hello everyone, it's Farmer6710. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to day 9 on the big 132 Mall Farm diorama display. We have a very exciting episode once again, as silage has started for James and Michael, would you believe? We'll get to that shortly. Also, more silage is kicking off here in the dairy farm. The cows are going out to another field, and much more else in the quarry. So let's get into it. So starting off here in the abandoned farm in PJ's. In fact, every episode goes on, the abandoned farm is getting less abandoned as he's cleaning up as he can, as every chance he gets. And yeah, well, what he's doing today, he has the 1200 parked up after a busy day cultivating. He's after finishing off the last field for the spring cultivations, so that's a good sign. And his son is going off in the Massey Ferguson 690 to collect a new to them Massey Ferguson 30 drill, which he'll be bringing back later on. He's just going up. I believe it's a half-an-hour drive in the Massey, so not too long, I suppose, when you think about it, if it was in the car. So you may see last episode he got a barn find out, and this barn find was a Massey Ferguson 590. A lot of you were surprised and loved the tractor. In fact, it looks a beauty now. He got all the bushy stuff off it and the weeds that Mother Nature was trying to take back the tractor. But yeah, it's all back now. It's actually running, and he's found few faults, but which is expected as the tractor has been abandoned for 20 plus years. So he's just giving it for a little run. He topped it up on oil and started up no matter, as it did last episode. So he's giving it for a short little run down the track here, and yeah, he's really happy with the 590. But that's about it there in the abandoned farm. Not as much as last episode, but he'll be getting very busy shortly. PJ's brother is just driving back to JSP 3C, as he asked could he borrow it to do a bit of groundworks, and PJ had no problem with that. So he's taking it down the road there, and he's going to get good use out of it. Here we have a Dites Agrochan 135 going down the main road with a cultivator, finishing off the last of the spring cultivations in April time. So good to see people busy, and it's a good day for it. Finbar is busy as always. He's about to go check the sheep up on the mountains, and ESB are coming down from checking a few power lines. So that's what's happening there. Usual traffic on the road as always. And here the contractors, as I said, are starting silage. Well guys, would you believe they're starting silage? Michael and James. Michael is rolling out with the big M. First bit of cutting of the year, especially for the big M. First time they're actually going to see it in action and see what was their money well spent. Hopefully it has, and no doubt about it, I'm sure they have the checkups all done to it. So he's going out, do a first bit of mowing. I believe it's for the AD plant, which they've just took ownership of recently. So it's going to be a light crop, but they hope to get about 4 or 5 cuts out of the AD plant. I think there's about 350 acres of grass on the AD plant, and it could be around the same for maize. But yeah, last episode they took delivery of the brand new New Holland F4 780, which was a masterpiece, to be honest with you. It's very impressive. I'm sure you guys would agree. But it's currently tucked into the shed at the moment, and the maize header is tucked in the other shed. But yeah, it won't be long till this beauty's getting out of the shed again, be used for silage 2022. And they have a few trailers sorted, so they do, for you that are wondering. And there's this young lad in a red Volkswagen Mark 5. We seen him last episode taking a photo of his car, and he's stopped in here today to see if Michael or James has a job for the summer. He wants to get a bit of experience. He has experience on tractors, so he knows them, how to drive them properly and all. So he's just asking for a job. I think he's getting on quite well, so hope that all goes well for him. New Holland T7 is in the workshop with the Mikhail baler. It's going to be pulled out soon enough and put back into the other shed. Everything else is parked up like the T7 210, the John Deere 7430 and the 7610 as they're just stopped for tea. So that's about it there in the contractors. Michael and James. Our battery.
Kicking it off over here in the in front of the AD plant, we've a local farmer in his T7 220. He's after going over to the boat to France. He has his treble axle cane and he's seen this Massey 675 for sale online, and it's a minter. It was kept in its shed all its life, not a speck of rust, and as you know, Massey French cabs are always good. Very good metal on them. And while he was over there, he seen this John Deere. He couldn't resist. He's very, very happy with them, and he might have paid a price for them. There's some yokes. Lovely to see a bit of vintage around. Another one added to the collection. AD plant quiet enough. Have the muck spreader parked up. Contractors are out. They have 724 and the Red Rock trailer. They're after carting a bit of muck. That's David and Nigel, so they're on the long drop. A few of the boys are at Easter Sunday Mass, so Kevin is in his county and he was after bringing the family down the county, and he went into Mass and he came out and gone into the restaurant. Fair play to Kev. We've Robert here moving on to the dairy farm. Robert's in the class and he has the Red Rock silage trailer on the back. He's not doing any work, but he's bringing it down to the Red Rock dealership. There's a ram that's causing a bit of trouble. It's a bit weak and he tried everything to deal with it, but he phoned up the boys. He said bring it on down, and to be fair to them, they're fierce nice. Gonna do that. Hopefully it's all well and good for silage season. Moving into the main yard, we have Ryan over here after pulling out the New Holland T6020 with the rake. As Robert has decided they're in partnership with contractors, so they're going to be doing a lot of the raking this year, because they have the rake. The contractors, they're kind of trying to buy in equipment. They're going to do the raking this year for themselves and the contractors. Lovely to see, they're nice and friendly, and as they're going mowing, the rake's coming out. We've Ryan there. He just hopped out of the tractor. He's just moving the cows over to a new silage field. The dog doing bits as well, making sure they're not going onto the road. John Deere teleporter boomed across just to block them going onto the other side of the yard. And over here in the slatted units, got a big clean up just because coming into summer, not needed anymore, and looking fierce well. Komatsu in the field, and all other bits of equipment. Scraper wasn't needed. We have Ian in the New Holland 8560. He's after being down the country with the Red Rock low loader. He was delivering a 135 Massey Ferguson that his friend sold, and he's doing it for his friend. His friend's in beside him, and that 135 is now gone. Moving on into this field, we've the calves. Calves are munching away. They were moved over to this field just because the other road has a bit more traffic on it, which the calves were kind of getting a bit uncomfortable, which Robert kind of understood, so he just moved them over to this. They're on a bit of higher ground and stuff, so they should be okay. Moving in to Agrico, we have one of Robert's friend in the Ford 8210 and the Dooley dump trailer. They got a lend of the tractor and dump trailer. He's doing up his drive and he's just got a bit of a nice stone for the drive. He's loving the 8210, bit of a shadow on it, but it's rearing up the hill. He specifically asked for the 8210 because it's such a gem. But look at that. The Doosan is just after coming up. He's just unloading, topping it up, a bit more drive stone, and New Holland is parked up. Your man's gone in for a tea. But yeah, that's it for around Agrico. Down in the quarry, Deucin is loading up the Volvo, and since the Volvo got redone, it's flying it. Not a bother to it. And that's about it for around the dairy farm and the rest of the model farm.
So thanks for watching, everybody, on this Easter Sunday. Hope everyone has had a great Easter, and hope you all had a great time. We sure have, and we have a bit of a little present for you guys. The 2 chicks in the basket singing along with the John Deere 7430. What more could you want? Hope you enjoyed the video, guys.
Please like, comment and subscribe. Have a happy Easter, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.